Now imagine the government telling you categorically that they cannot protect you. They cannot protect your life as a citizen of their country. What are you going to do about that? I mean, it's already giving me a headache. Well, I will not talk about it just yet. We'll talk about it much later on the show. Thank you so much for joining. This is Unplug, brought to you by every NG. And it's time for us to go over all the updates in politics, news, sports, entertainment, the whole nine yards. Every NG is your one-stop shop for unlimited Nigerian trends. My name is Victor, and let's get right into it. We'll be starting with news from Erica's birthday. Of course, it was not just her birthday yesterday, it's not her birthday today. It was during the weekend, but it's just like an offshoot of everything that has been happening, the entire celebrations and all. Remember, she was gifted a house on Lekki Island, and she was really grateful and thankful to her fans and everybody who contributed towards that. And she shared her experience, how she used to share a much smaller apartment with people in the past, how things were not so rosy before. She had her own fair share of struggles, and she was not always the silver spoon kind of individual. It was really encouraging to hear that no matter how hard things might be now, you can also come into prosperity, you can come into fame and all of that. And that was Erica's experience. She is now the woman that she has always dreamt that she would be one day. So congratulations once again to Erica. Many happy returns. Now let's talk Laycon. We're not trying to rekindle any rivalries whatsoever, right? But Laycon is on his own, doing well for himself. And just yesterday, his manager Gomez tweeted that it's been a while since they announced anything. So that kind of piqued our interest, hopes were up. And today, Laycon announced that he has gotten into a partnership deal with a very prominent company here in Nigeria. It's a payment platform, and they are quite popular, like really popular. A household name, and it's good to see Laycon, doing good business once again. If you want to know all the details, go on to Laycon's social media. You definitely get to know whatever it is you need to know. But congratulations to Laycon, more money in the bag and more wins. Okay. Yesterday, Lil Kesh turned 27 years old. Yes, happy birthday, Lil Kesh. Many happy returns. He shared some really fly looking pictures on Instagram. I'm like, wow, 27 but looking 17 for real. Lil Kesh dropped an EP sometime earlier in the year, titled Ecstasy, and his fans were talking about streaming that EP aggressively, as a birthday gift for Lil Kesh. So you might want to go and stream Ecstasy by Lil Kesh, just your own way of supporting the young man's music. All right, so happy birthday once again to Lil Kesh. And now let's talk Emmanuella. Emmanuella, some time ago, was nominated at Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, but she was not able to win it. She came up as one of the nominees again this year, but this time she has done us proud and she has won the award. Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards in the category of African Social Media Fave. And she came home with the award this time. Kind of reminds you of how it happened with Burna Boy at the Grammys, right? Yeah, first time, not so lucky, but second time, lucky. Right, so Manuela has joined Burna Boy's league, if you want to put it that way. Congratulations once again to the young comedian. And Liz Benson is a veteran Nollywood actress. Of course, that name would definitely ring a bell in many ears. She was on Mercy Johnson's cooking show, and they were talking about a topic that has been quite hot on social media these days, and it has to do with infidelity in marriages. Remember Peter Doce? Quite hilariously spoke about it recently, and how women should deal with cheating husbands. Well, Liz Benson had her own opinion about it, and she said, first of all, that she's not a feminist, and feminists will usually just try and move out of the unfavorable or unsavory relationship real quick. But she denied feminism, first of all, and she said, you can actually deal with it as a woman. I mean, that is not the moment to be weak. Find some strength in you and deal with it spiritually, physically, emotionally, and whatnot. Like, okay, well, different people are going to have their reactions towards what she said. But as far as I'm concerned, just do what works for you. Do whatever rocks your boat. And I think everybody will be fine. You don't have to follow one person's advice or some other person's advice. Just do what works for you. Okay? Now, let's talk something a bit more serious. It has to do with what I said at the beginning. What if your government tells you that they cannot protect you in their country? Well, the Minister of State for Education, Chukwuemeka Nwajuba, has called on parents and guardians and even students alike all over the country, but especially in the northern parts of the country where abductions have become really rampant, to be vigilant, to be careful, and just try and protect themselves because, according to him, the government cannot guarantee the safety of school children or anybody for that matter. It just makes you ask, what then is the primary function of a government? Isn't it to protect the lives and properties of citizens? Failed states, failing states, your guess is as good as mine. All right, let's talk something else now. It has to do with a new CBN policy that will see 6 naira deducted for every USSD transaction that you perform. You heard me. For every single USSD transaction you perform every day, 6 naira is going to be deducted as a flat rate. People on social media were asking, how much is even in my account safe that you want to deduct 6 naira for every transaction that I make? Oh well, policy is not mine, the CBN's. So we'll see how that one works as time goes on. But now over to Covenant University, where a lecturer, Dr. Stephen Ukena, has been arrested for raping a 17-year-old student. Really terrible, really annoying bit of news. This girl was invited to the lecturer's office by the lecturer under the pretense that he was trying to plan a surprise birthday party for her friend. And according to the girl, when she got to the office, he locked the door and he raped her. Now, thankfully, she did not stay quiet. She immediately called her parents and told them what happened, and parents stormed school, the police, the lecturer was arrested. Well, he has admitted it, he did not deny it. He admitted doing it, but then he was asked, what was your reason for doing that? Mans could give no reason whatsoever. Well, he's going to be prosecuted definitely. Investigations are still going on and we'll keep you posted on that one. All right. Now, Barry J has been caught in a very dicey situation recently. Of course, his record label boss, Kashi, was reported to have committed suicide. He jumped from a balcony and died. He was just recently buried. And there were reports that he did not commit suicide. It had something to do with Barry J. But good news for friends, fans, and lovers of Barry J. He has been cleared by the Ghanaian police, and he has nothing to do, or he had nothing to do with Kashi's death. So the Ghanaian police have cleared Barry J of any form of suspicion whatsoever. So the young man is free to go on. Investigations are still on into what exactly happened in that particular situation, but Barry J right now is free. All right. Now, Don Jazzy, back home here in Nigeria, has extended an invitation to a young 15-year-old girl who represented Nigeria at a global mathematics competition and won. She was so good that she beat representatives from all over the world. There were representatives from Asia. There was one from Ghana. There's another one from the Philippines, different countries, and she came out tops among all of them. I guess Don Jazzy was really amazed by this, as many other Nigerians were, and he has extended an invitation to spend a day with this young girl and maybe pick her brains, learn a few equations or formulae from the young girl, who knows. But we don't know if she's going to accept the invitation yet. We're waiting to see what happens there. Okay? Now let's talk the new Grammy award-winning artists, Burna Boy and Wizkid, and also controversial journalist Kemi Olunloyo. She has valued both of them, that is Burna Boy and Wizkid, and she's saying that neither of them should charge anything less than $300,000 for whatsoever collaboration by anybody. Once you want Burna Boy or Wizkid on your collaboration, you should not be paying anything less than $300,000, which is about 114 million naira. Now, wow, okay. And she was saying this is because neither of them should sell themselves cheap. Winning a Grammy is not beans, right? So don't sell yourself cheap. I'm sure they're definitely going to take this bit of advice from Kemi Olunoyo. Okay, moving on to the foreign scene now, and it's not a very pleasant news. It was reported in Georgia, in the United States of America, that three spas were attacked and about 8 women were shot dead. A 21-year-old suspect has been arrested, a young man, and out of these 8 women that were killed, about 4 of them were of Asian descent, South Korea to be precise, and it has been actually posited that this attack was aimed at women of South American descent. No motive has been established for why this was done, but that is where we are right now. Just makes me keep asking, how do you handle gun violence? Somebody just wakes up one day and walks into anywhere and just shoots people randomly. And then we have a bill in Nigeria here that is looking to, make it possible for adults 18 and above to actually carry weapons. Just make it make sense, right, for yourself. Anyways, away from that, let's talk sports now as we wrap things up. Zlatan Ibrahimovic retired from the Sweden national team 5 years ago in 2016 after their exit from the European Championship. But Zlatan is back. At 39 years of age, he's still playing at the highest level in Europe for AC Milan, and he's back now with the Sweden national team. He's going to be playing their next games, 2 World Cup qualifiers, and he's going to play 1 friendly as well. And he's also in line to represent Sweden at the upcoming Euros later this year. 39 years of age. Wow, I am really, really impressed. He announced his return in a tweet, the most Zlatan Ibrahimovic tweet ever. The return of the God. That is all we have on Unplug for today. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. My name remains Victor. Until we come your way next time with Unplug and with other videos, remember this is every NG. Goodbye.